चलते हैं रुद्र पूजा का आनंद लेने। आ गया है श्रावण का महीना।
Welcome you all to the divine Rudra Puja. Do come.
My favorite season of the year is here. You know what? It is Shravan, and Shravan is known for Rudra Pujas. The chantings, the bhajans, and everything in Rudra Puja is just so mesmerizing. I wait all year along for this.
Just like a daily bath refreshes the body, the Rudra Puja is the most ancient and beautiful mantra chanting, which refreshes and rejuvenates the mind. Experience the beautiful chants of the Rudra Puja this Shravan month. July the 31st, Sunday 7 p.m. at Suryavanshi Hall, Dadar.
The chanting of the Rudram is so pure and meditative that it takes one to a different plane. Transform the disease, depression and unhappiness within us into peace, prosperity and joy. See you at the Dadar Rudra Puja.
Attending a Rudra Puja is like immersing yourself in mantras. It is like you're sitting under a waterfall and there's these mantras that are coming and it just takes you into a meditative state just this quickly. And ऐसा लगता है जैसे हम मंत्र स्नान कर रहे हैं. हम बड़ी आसानी से एक अवस्था में चले जाते हैं.
This experience was really good. I really loved it. There were so many activities, so many games we played and we learned so many things. It was really nice.
It was amazing. The games made me improve myself. I actually got to know myself better.
I feel my mind is cool, calm, fresh and I'm taking very good thing where I have a peaceness in my mind. I'm really happy for that.
This experience was really good. I really loved it. There were so
प्रकृत्येव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथा आत्मानमकर्तारं स पश्यति यदा भूतपृथग्भावम् एकस्थमनुपश्यति तत एव च विस्तारं ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा अनादित्वात् निर्गुणत्वात् परमात्मायमव्ययः शरीरस्थोऽपि कौन्तेय न करोति न लिप्यते.
And the one who sees that actions are performed in every way through Prakriti alone, and sees the self as non-doer, that person truly sees. When one perceives that the diversified existence of beings as rooted in the one Supreme Spirit, and that they spread forth from that one Spirit, that very moment one attains Brahman. Arjuna, being without beginning and without any attributes, this indestructible Supreme Spirit, though dwelling in the body, in fact does nothing nor gets tainted.
There is one part in you which is acting, and there is another part in you which is just a witness. That doesn't do anything. If you happen to visit any jail, just as a visitor, and you speak to the people there, the inmates of any prison, and you ask them, did you really do some crime? They say, no. In my first visit to one of the prison, I was inquisitive. I just wanted to ask. So when I asked everybody, how many of you feel you are innocent? You know, almost everyone put up their hands. And the jailer who was sitting next to me, he whispered in my ears because he was nervous. He said, they all say like that only. They all claim that they are innocent. They have been pushed into the prison unfairly, unjust, in an unjust manner. This is interesting. The psychology is interesting. Because there is one aspect in you that says, no, I haven't done anything. Why people deny the wrong things that they do? Because they have not totally done. If they were total, they could never do wrong. They were divided within themselves. One part of them only did all these mistakes. There is another part which is pure, which is untainted, which stays behind all action, uninvolved in any action. That is the self. The psychology of denial is just because of this. Because there is something in you that is imperishable, non-changing. There is one more example in your own life if you see. How many of you feel that you have not become old? I'm sure everybody will put up your hand. You see, you had small children, they have grown up, they have babies, you have become grandmothers and grandfathers. Still something in you feels, no, I have not aged. When you see someone else dying, oh, bichara mar gaya, poor man died. You never think you are going to die one day. This is again because there is something in you that says, I am not going to die because I am eternal. This is the biggest confusion. If this part of your consciousness becomes totally obscure, that is when nervousness, nervous breakdown, mental illness, all these becomes. Because this aspect in you, that is, I am eternal, or nothing is, I am not going to die. We live as though we will never die. We are going to live forever. That feeling from deep inside is giving you a lot of security and make you work in this life. If suppose this aspect is completely obscured or overshadowed, then what will happen? Then nervous breakdown and all these psychological illness, everything appears. That's in Ayurveda, it's such a beautiful word for health. Being established in self. If the self is obscured, you have a host of mental illness and physical illnesses. Yet it is not clear. The problem is it is there, but yet it is not so obvious. As one gentleman said, God, you are in control of the world, please only make it more obvious. It is not obvious, that is why we are all in trouble. Why don't you make it little more obvious that you are in charge and we can relax? And Lord Krishna says same thing. Akartaram. When you say you are not the doer, log on to that. It is the Prakriti that is making you do things and you are not the doer. When you are latching yourself to the non-doer, there is no guilt in you. When the guilt vanishes, you are abiding in yourself. Or when you abide in yourself, it's a catch-22. When you abide in yourself, your guilt will vanish. So, yatha bhuta pratak bhavam ekatvam anupashyati tata eva cha vistaram brahma sampadyate sada. One who knows that all these different elements and beings in creation are permeated by one thing, and that is what is me. You attain that Brahman. Usually kids ask, if the world was created by God, who created God? I am sure as parents, you must be baffled by this because you have no answer. There must be some origin for God. God must have been created by somebody. If something is created, that is not God. Islam says that all that is created is not God. They're correct. They're right. Something which is created is not God. In Hinduism, you see it slightly different. Yes, that which is created is not God. But there is nothing is created. Everything is only appearance. So everything is God. Because there is nothing exists outside God. Whatever appears as though being created is not just created, it's just appearance. So every substance is part of one thing, only one thing exists, and that is God, and that is not born. Anaditva nirgunatva. Judaism and Islam's combinedly, they speak only about this. Anaditva nirgunatva paramatma ayam avyaya. A God which is not created and has no attributes. Nirguna, they don't have sattva, rajas, tamogu, no gunas are there. Anaditva nirgunatva paramatma ayam avyaya. He is indestructible. This Paramatma has no end also. Avyaya means it never finishes. It's not that God was there once and is no longer there now. Anaditva nirgunatva paramatma ayam avyaya. Sharira stopi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate. Though he is present in the body, he neither does nor gets attached to anything. Don't try to see God somewhere. God is here right now in you, in your own body. Sharira stopi kaunteya. Arjuna, he is present in you as you. But he is the one that is not doing and that is not even
Attached.
who is not even involved in anything. Nalipete, not involved, not attached to anything. But this looks very complicated. Then why so many gods and goddesses? Yatha sarva gatam saukshmat akasham nopalipyate sarvatra vastito dehe tatatma nopalipyate. Like the space is so subtle, is present everywhere, and it's still not attached. Suppose you build a castle in a space, and when you remove the castle, the space never get even an iota of an impression of the castle there. You can never know that there was a castle that existed there. Space is so subtle, though it is everywhere, is untouched by what is in it. The Paramatma, the divine present in every cell of your body, still remains untouched by this. So there is an aspect in you which is ever pure, which is eternal, which is undying. That is what is Soham. So that which is untouched by anything, blemishless, pure, eternal, intelligent, attributeless, yet with all attributes. This is one step further. God has no attributes. Brahman has no attributes. This is Nirguna Brahma. Then all attributes belong to him only, because nothing can exist outside that space. If you see the attributes are there in the planet, it is not outside God, as wrongly understood by some of the philosophies and religions of the world. God, the Brahman, has no attributes. Yet, if you see any attributes existing anywhere, belongs to Brahman, and so it is embedded in the Brahman. Space has no color, yet any color you see can only be exhibited in the space. Space has no fragrance, yet fragrance has no existence without space. Light, space is not light. The space is the same even in the night, as much as it is in the day. But light cannot exist without the space. So the light is also part of the space. Do you see what I'm saying? Can light exist outside the space? Impossible. So all attributes are in Brahman. So Brahman is also all attributes, Saguna Brahma. This is the unique gift of India to the world, where the theologians and philosophers are breaking their heads to find a place for Satan. It is the most confusing. If Satan exists as an opposition to God, then God is not omnipresent. If God is omnipresent, then where does Satan exist? He has to exist within God only. If we exist within God, then this is a problem. Then you have to accept Advaita. If you see Satan as a separate existence, then God loses his godliness, because he cannot be omnipotent, he cannot be omniscient, he cannot be omnipresent. The moment Satan's existence happens as a separate entity, God loses his omnipresence and omnipotence. If God is all powerful, he should have controlled the Satan from tempting or doing all that rubbish to Adam and Eve, destroying them, making them fall from the Eve. If God is omniscient, he should have known beforehand, hey, this man is going to create trouble, I am going to stop it right away. Why he didn't do it? So many questions come up. So the theological world is struggling from centuries about the inconsistency of these two principles. We say God is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. And yet, here we see Satan, we see angels, we see all that separate. If they read Geeta, it will give them perfect understanding. You can understand much better, because Krishna gives in a very simple way the highest truth. Yes, Brahman is attributeless, is beginningless, and he has no end. Yet without him all this existence cannot happen. So the world appearance is happening only within him. So the space, though is present in the body, is untouched by the thing. Now, the Saguna Brahma is what? Then there is a subtle existence, like that there is physical existence. There is a subtle existence. This is called the Devaloka. Like there is Pitraloka, there is Devaloka. All human beings are same, yet there are different blood groups. This is a fact. You can't say everybody's blood is the same. If you get different blood group into you, you will have problem. You cannot survive. Everyone has blood and all blood is red. Accepted. But there are blood groups. And that is what is Devas or Devatas are. If you see any Deva Puja, they say, if you see Ganapati Puja, on that day Ganapati is everything. Tvam Rudrastvam Vishnutvam Indrastvam Tvam Prajapati. You say to Ganesha, you are everything, you are the Devi, you are Rudra, you are Shiva, you are Vishnu, you are everybody. And you do Devi Puja, you say, Devi, you are everything. All Vishnu and Shiva, everybody is just dust of your nail. Dust of your feet, everybody is you. And you see Rudra Puja, you say, you are Brahman, you are Brahma, Brahma Shivo me astu sada Shivo. The Brahman is inside Shiva, so only Shiva exists. Nothing other than Shiva exists. Shiva is Devi, Shiva is Vishnu, Shiva is everything. Our problem is we have not understood what we do. We know. We think we know. This is our problem. So we cannot explain to the world at all, when you yourself don't know what it is. So the Devatas are a different expression of the ultimate, which is Anadi. It is like specific blood groups being attended. Like your body is made up of one egg and one sperm, only one cell. But that one cell manifested differently in different parts for different functions. Only your eyes can see, your ears cannot. Though only one life is within you, one Atma is within you, but your eyes have a definite function. What your nose does, your eyes cannot do. You cannot say, this is all made up of just one cell. Eyes and nose are same. No, my dear, it is not so. Your eyes cannot smell, your nose cannot see. Only your tongue can taste. This is the Devata, Agama, and all this Veda Agama all comes here. This is enlivening different aspects in Brahman, or enlivening different aspects in your own consciousness. And what are mainly Pancha Devata? I said 5 categories. 33 categories are there. And from 33, 5 categories. And 33 categories are what? It includes your eyes, your nose, your tongue, how your whole physiology has been formed. And the 33 devas, it is not 33 crore, koti. Koti means crore. Koti has 2 meanings in Sanskrit. Koti means divisions. And koti also means 10 million. Now people took it only the words of 10 million and not the 33 groups. 33 groups people left. So, but Devatas, Pancha Devata said 5 Devatas. I will take that up another time.
जय गुरुदेव। स्वाति जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहोगे?
जी जय गुरुदेव।
जय गुरुदेव। वीडियो ऑन करना अपना।
अभी मैं किसी जगह बाहर आई हूँ, तो आप बिना वीडियो के ही बात कर लेते हैं।
हाँ बोलिए।
एक सेकंड होल्ड रखना। जी जय गुरुदेव। हाँ जी जी गौतम जी बोलिए।
हाँ नहीं, आप अनाउंस कीजिए।
हाँ तो अभी 4th of August से आई एम टेकिंग द प्रोग्राम नेम इज मेधा योगा। एज ग्रुप इज 14 to 17 years of age एंड ये जो प्रोग्राम है ये स्पेशली टीन्स के लिए डिजाइन किया गया है। तो मैं सबको बताना चाहती हूँ कि जितने भी 14 से 17 साल के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं उनके लिए एक ऑनलाइन स्पेशल वर्कशॉप ऑर्गेनाइज की जा रही है। और ये जो वर्कशॉप है ये इसमें हम स्टूडेंट्स को स्पेशल जो स्टडी स्किल्स हैं, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स हैं, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स है लाइक कंसंट्रेशन पावर, मेमोरी इनहेंसमेंट एंड फॉर मेंटल हेल्थ सुदर्शन क्रिया, प्राणायाम एंड बहुत सारे टेक्निक्स है जैसे स्टूडेंट्स का जो मन है वो स्टडी में ऑफ लगता है। इसके लिए बहुत इमोशनल इवेंट्स होते हैं इस एज में। लाइक जैसे इस एज में स्टूडेंट्स जो होते हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ वो बात शेयर नहीं कर पाते, तो हम जो ये प्रोग्राम करा रहे हैं मेधा योगा, ये स्पेशल, जिसको इंग्लिश में हम यस प्रोग्राम कहते हैं, यूथ एम्पावरमेंट सेमिनार। तो जो टीन एज ऐसी एज है, इस एज में बहुत सारे फिजिकल और मेंटल चेंजेस आते हैं। तो जो एक टीन होता है वो खुद ही उसे पता हो रहा होता है कि वो उसके साथ क्या क्या चीजें घटित हो रही है। तो अगर वो इस एज में इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स में पार्टिसिपेट कर लेते हैं, लाइक जैसे प्राणायाम सीख लेते हैं, सुदर्शन क्रिया, और कुछ ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं जो हम एक टीचर ही वो टीन्स के साथ डिस्कस कर सकते हैं और वो हमसे शेयर कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमें इस तरह से ट्रेन किया गया है, हमने ट्रेनिंग लिया है कि हम वो टीन्स को सिखा सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं कि वो कौन कौन से इमोशनल और फिजिकल चैलेंज से गुजर रहे हैं। तो ऐसी 4 डेज की वर्कशॉप में जिसका ड्यूरेशन 2.5 आवर्स का रहता है ऑनलाइन में, तो उन टीन्स को हम इंटरेक्टिव वे में, ग्रुप डिस्कशन में और मेडिटेशन, प्राणायाम और सुदर्शन क्रिया के थ्रू, पहले तो उनका जो माइंड है जो बहुत ज्यादा हजल बजल रहता है, इधर उधर घूमता रहता है, वो पहले रिलैक्स होता है, देन वो हमसे कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, शेयर करते हैं। मैंने देखा है, अभी मैंने लास्ट कोर्स लिया था तो उसमें ऐसे ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स थे जो पढ़ाई नहीं करते थे, पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लगता था, एग्जाम्स अच्छा नहीं करके आते थे, बट आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ्स, फ्यू डेज उनका बहुत अच्छा स्कोर आने लगा। मेरे एक स्टूडेंट थी, वो पहले उसके कभी भी 40 से अब मार्क्स नहीं आते थे, बट कंसंट्रेशन प्राणायाम सीखकर, सुदर्शन क्रिया सीखकर अब उसके 90 प्लस मार्क्स आने शुरू हुए। और मेरे पास इसका वीडियो भी है, मैं आपको ग्रुप में भी शेयर कर दूंगी कि बेनिफिट है ये प्रोग्राम। और लास्ट डे पे हम पेरेंट्स मीटिंग भी करते हैं। इसमें एक मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी, टीन्स का सबसे ज्यादा जो डिफिकल्ट फेज उनके हैबिट से रिलेटेड रहता है। तो हैबिट्स का एक टॉपिक इसमें हम कवर करते हैं, जिसमें बहुत सारी ऐसी बातें हैं जो उन्हें उन्हें चाहिए, एक्चुअल में वो बात करना चाहते हैं लेकिन उनके पास एक वे नहीं है बात करने का। तो वो इस प्रोग्राम में जब वो हमसे कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, वो खुलते ओपन अप हो जाते हैं, ओपन अप होते हैं, तो उनका जो मेंटल लेवल है वो इंक्रीज होता है, हेल्दी वे में बात करते हैं। और जब मन हेल्दी होगा, फिजिकली वो फिट होंगे, तो वो स्टडी कर पाएंगे अच्छे से। फूड हैबिट्स के बारे में है, राइट? फूड किसी भी तरह का खा सकते हैं, उसका स्टडी पे कितना इफेक्ट पड़ता है ना? हम कोई भी अगर किसी भी प्रकार का भोजन खा लें तो अशांत मन से अगर हम पढ़ने बैठेंगे तो पढ़ाई कभी होगी नहीं। और एक चीज, कोई भी क्वेश्चंस है, कोई भी थ्योरीज है, कुछ भी ऐसा करने के लिए अगर वो टाइम लेते हैं ज्यादा, तो वो कम समय में भी अपना काम पूरा कर सकते हैं। मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स बढ़ जाएगी, स्टेज फियर, कॉन्फिडेंस गेन होगा, फियर किसी भी तरह का है उनको हेल्प करेगा। मैं आप सबसे कहना चाहती हूँ कि आपके आसपास कोई भी 14 to 17 टीनेजर्स का ग्रुप है, आप उनको ऑनलाइन मेधा योगा प्रोग्राम में जरूर भेजिए, राइट? बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आता है। और सिर्फ 4 डेज, वन टाइम रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस इज ओनली 1000 रुपीज, नथिंग। 1000 रुपीज तो हम ऐसे खर्च कर देते हैं यहाँ वहाँ पार्टीज में, ड्रेसेस पे, बट लाइफ टाइम जो एक चीज मिलती है एक युवा को, एक एडल्ट को, वो सॉरी एक युवा को, एक टीनेज को, वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। और किसी भी बच्चे को बचपन में नहीं प्लेटफॉर्म मिला स्टेज पे आने का, बोलने का मौका नहीं मिला, वो डर अंदर रह गया, वो आना चाहता था लेकिन नहीं बोल पाया, बट इस कोर्स के माध्यम से जब वो अंदर से रिलैक्स्ड होगा तो वो कहीं भी जाके कुछ बोल सकता है। और ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, सेम क्रिया है, सेम प्राणायाम, बस ये है कि हम वर्चुअली मीट करेंगे। हाँ, फिजिकली नहीं करेंगे, वर्चुअली करेंगे। गेम्स ऐसे हैं जिससे तो हमारा जो ब्रेन है वो शार्प होता है। तो आप एज अ पेरेंट्स, एज अ सिबलिंग्स भी देख सकते हैं अपने भाई बहन को, बच्चों को, कि वो क्या सीख रहे हैं। मैं आप सबसे बोलूंगी, हमारे पास अभी 2 दिन है, 4 अगस्त से हम ये वर्कशॉप कराएंगे शाम को 5 बजे से। तो जो भी आपके आसपास ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको भेजिए। और 2.5 आवर्स की वर्कशॉप है, लास्ट डे वी विल हैव अ पेरेंट्स मीटिंग, है ना? तो बाकी गौतम जी आपको और भी अच्छे से बताएंगे। मेरी तरफ से थैंक यू सो मच।
नहीं, आपने बताया, एकदम मस्त बताया। मुझे सिर्फ 2 बातें बतानी है, सॉरी इन इंग्लिश। आई जस्ट वांट टू से 2 थिंग्स। वन इज व्हेन वी डिड द happiness program first time, Didn't we feel that I should have gotten this earlier? This feeling came or not? That should have got this the same Sudarshan Kriya little earlier, maybe 5 years ago, and then it would have been so much better. My life at present would have been so much better if I would have gotten it a little earlier age. One. So now they have the chance of doing it earlier. Just you need to take one step, talk to their parents, talk to them, they'll 100% register. The fees is also very reasonable, only 1,000 rupees. And then you can repeat it n number of time, online, offline, as much as you like. Okay, this is the one thing. We always wanted it earlier. Okay. Second, Gurudev said, something in you tells you that you are not aging, right? You feel everyone is growing up, but I am not growing up. This is very good. But other side, if you see, our hairs are graying, our body is not as young as it used to be. Correct? One day, maybe 50 years from now, we will be physically old. Correct? When we will be physically old, at that time, what kind of people do you want around you? Someone who have done the Sudarshan Kriya or someone who have not done the Sudarshan Kriya? Someone whose mind is calm, centered, peaceful, or someone who is agitated, angry, and anytime he can snap. Which one you want? If you want the later one, then don't do anything. Sit at home. Let the world youth be the way it is. But if you want your future to be better, then you need to introduce Sudarshan Kriya to the youths, to the teens. Because believe it or not, the teens are the future of this country, correct? Country, the world, whatever, your society, your building. So what kind of people we want in the future? This also depends on this. So my advice is talk to people. People will 100% register. Just start doing. Okay.
Is it
Jai Gurudev. Thank you, Swati ji, for coming. Swati ji, if you can wait for a few minutes, you can take a meditation also.
Hey, is it in English or Hindi?
Swati ji, is it in English or Hindi?
Actually, we are traveling in some temple, so it's a bit difficult. It's me, Abhishek, Swati's husband.
No, we are just asking. The program will be in Hindi or in English or English?
English, both Hindi and English. Not particular in
both
English,
Hindi and English.
particular in English.
English. So if somebody comes who understands only English, he is taken care of, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Very good. We'll do a very short revision of what we heard today, but start stretching your hands. Start stretching your hands. Okay. You can turn on your cameras. Let me see your, not this way stretching your hand. Open the door, go knock at the neighbor's door, tell them if there are any kids, register. That's stretching your hands, not this stretching your hands. Go talk to people. Go talk to people. Talk to your relatives. You have so many relatives with teenage kids. Don't we have relatives, friends with so many kids? If we really want, we can transform the whole world. I don't know what we are waiting for. Then I get messages, no, we are doing seva, we are doing this, we are doing that. All this, this is tamas only. See, a person, if I say something, go do a seva, and you will say, no, there I am doing seva and this I am doing, and people are going online and then offline and this and that. If I announce offline, they will say people like to do online. When I say online, they same people will say they want it offline. So all these excuses can fool yourself. Go fool yourself. You cannot fool your teacher. Okay. So start spreading. Don't tell me that you don't have the capacity to talk to 4 people and have no capacity to register 4 people. No. You have all the capabilities. You have all the reach. You have all the people who needs to do Sudarshan Kriya around you, in contact with you. It is just laziness. It is just tamas. So don't message me. I know I get long message, don't, because that day I screamed. So people, message me, no, we are doing this and we are doing that. No, A person who does seva will never count his seva. This is a very big point. We have to be aware. The person who is truly doing seva, a person who is truly doing sadhana, will never count it. I don't remember how many advanced courses I did. No idea at all. So one who counts is not doing it correct. Trust me, because when you do like now, when we do meditation, close our eyes, go deep inside. Do you realize the time? Are you counting the time? 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Are you counting it? If yes, then it is not meditation. So don't fool yourself. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Don't fool yourself. And this is not about me getting registration. People have this wild ideas, like, oh, he wants registration, so he's forcing on me. No, you bring registration, it is more headache to us, more blessings to you. And one more thing, Anand Utsav is happening. See, Anand Utsav is happening. Gurudev himself will conduct a session. He is doing so much hard work. He doesn't need to do. He is coming out of his comfort zone. He's never in his comfort zone to begin with. So you also come out of your comfort zone. Don't make excuses. Don't send me long messages that we are doing this, we are doing that, here we are doing, there we are doing. What you are doing? If you're really doing, then you will not message. And if you're really doing, you will never have the idea of doership. See, remember Triveniji, I said when you give your, she started writing immediately. When we give her 100%, the idea of I am doing will never come. You'll feel, oh, I don't know how it happened. It just happened. That will come. So if you feel that I am doing, done. You're not 100%. If you count how much seva you did, I'm doing here and there, all the excuses you give, done. You're not doing seva. This is the litmus paper. Triveniji, you said na you wanted the table. So this is the litmus paper test. This is the table. Oh, if this happens, oh, I'm not doing seva. If this happens, I'm not doing sadhana. Getting what I'm saying, right?
I do less seva. I want more seva to do. I feel like I don't do seva much. I feel like that. That is my inner feeling.
Then start doing. What is waiting? What are you waiting for? We think we are eternals, will never die. But this life is limited. Life, being Gautam is very limited. My soul is eternal, but this life as Gautam Vashi, this opportunity as being Gautam Vashi and doing something is limited. Take it for granted. Don't think I will live 10,000 years, so I can do it later. That later will never come. You will go and you will be born as someone else.
No, what I feel was I should do more seva. That's what my feeling was. Whatever I do is less. I still feel I want to do more. How to push myself. So there I get.
This is a good direction. Keep going in that direction. Okay, with action. Not only in the mind, in action. Start doing. Okay. So one part of you is acting, and the other part in you is witnessing. That's why we are always psychologically deny. So the idea that I am never gonna die, this idea is important. If this idea gets lost somewhere, obscure, then it brings a host of physical, mental problems, diseases, nervous breakdown, and everything will happen. So it is good to have somewhere that I cannot die. I'm just a witness. This idea helps. This thought, this part helps. It's not like it doesn't help. It is important. It will come when you abide in yourself. When you become one with yourself. And when you become one with yourself, you become total enthusiasm. Then you will not sit at one place. Look at Guruji. Guruji abides in himself. He doesn't sit for a second. He's always working. Working for us, not even for himself. So, and then what will happen? Guilt will never come. if guilt comes even for 1 second, that means you are not abiding in the self. So to get rid of guilt, abide in the self. And if you abide in the self, there is no guilt. Okay? Guilt vanishes. All which is created is not God. All that is created is not God. God cannot be created. But nothing is created. Everything is just appearance. So all is God. Correct? Okay. Then Guruji spoke about so that I am that. Who that? That which is untouched. Which has no attributes yet has all the attributes: intelligent, eternal. Everything is a part of it. It is Brahman. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Hmm? Then why are there so many devtas? Devtas are just different expression of the one. Devtas are the same. It's like you have many relations. You have your child, you have your wife, you have your boss, and your expression is different. Correct? Your attitude is different. So if I say that example, Narayan is different. No, he's not different. With his wife, he is different. With his children, he is different. With his grandchildren, he is different. With his neighbors, different. Boss is different. Friends is different. But he is the same one. The same way, devtas are many, but it's the same one. Okay, just different expression. Like Gurudev spoke, the same cells become the eyes, the nose, the bones, everything. Okay. Then Gurudev spoke about Koti. Koti means 10 millions, and also it means 33 division. Koti also means divisions. Like we divide, na? This is male, this is female, these are kids, these are adults. So there are 33 divisions of devtas, goddess, demigods, I guess. Okay, so you all can unmute yourself, and if there is anything you want to ask, you can ask. You have that option. Of course. You want to share something, you want to say something. How many of you all are started going out, talking to people, calling friends and everything for the program? Okay, Mukti ji started, Srimai ji started. Very start. That is the first step. Even if you want to build the Egypt pyramid, the first step will always be start. Doesn't matter how big the small thing it is, you have to start. That is the first step. Okay. Anyone want to share something? Yes, Utsav is also happening. Gurudev will be taking it. There will be many offline courses, many online courses. Just go whichever your favorite teacher is, wherever you feel more comfortable. Go do the seva. I'll personally say register again, attend the whole happiness program. Offline, online, whichever is close by or whichever you prefer. Shrimai, you will take the meditation today?
I have not taken meditation earlier.
Okay, again?
I have not taken meditation. I mean, instructed meditation.
It's easy, nothing much to do. Close your eyes and then give instruction after little while. 2-3 minutes meditation. Do as you feel. Life is full of small challenges. Take it as a challenge. And we have done so many meditations. Just pick up anything in your head will come and then you go with the flow. Start with a prayer. So Gurudev will help you. Okay? 3-4 minutes meditation.
Close your eyes. take a deep breath and exhale. Again, take a deep breath and exhale. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Hari saying. Feel the peace and happiness within you. Have a smile in your face. Whenever you feel like, you may open your eyes, smiling.
continue meditating. We will meet tomorrow. Those who wish to continue meditating, continue meditating. And till tomorrow, do good seva. Yes. Jai Gurudev. Seva and Swadhyay. Self-study and selfless service.